I wasn't supposed to be working that night. But when family calls, you show up, especially when it's your aunt recovering from surgery and you're the only one who still knows how to run her gas station. That place sat just off Route 19, out in Wendell, Mississippi, a sleepy little town where nothing ever happens, until something does. I'd done my time in the Army, combat instructor, MMA regional champ, all that, but I came back here thinking I could find a little peace. Instead, what I found was a reminder. Peace don't mean safety. And quiet? Quiet just gives trouble more room to sneak in. It was close to 1 in the morning. Fluorescent lights humming overhead. Bugs batting themselves against the canopy outside, and the station was dead quiet. Just me, a pot of stale coffee, and a screen showing 4 security feeds. Then a truck rolled in. No lights, no engine rev. Just coasted in and stopped like it had all the time in the world. 4 guys climbed out, pale, early 20s, walking like they were already sure they owned the place. I didn't move, just watched. One leaned on the truck smoking. The rest talked low, then walked in like it was some kind of movie. Their leader, a skinny blonde kid with a smug grin, made a beeline for the counter, leaned in close, and said, "Didn't think y'all had security way out here. What are you, the bouncer?" I told him plain, "Just helping my aunt. Let me know if you need anything." He smiled like that was a joke. One of his boys knocked over a rack of chips and stepped on him like it was funny. Another wandered the aisles with his hand already twitching, like he was getting ready to throw something. I stayed calm, grabbed a broom, but my gut knew we were past the line. That's when Blondie grabbed my collar, just reached over the counter like I was nothing. That was his mistake. I broke the grip, stepped in, dropped an elbow in his chest, and sent him flying into the candy rack. He folded like paper. The others froze. That breath of hesitation, that's all I needed. Second guy came swinging, big one. Thought size gave him the upper hand. I ducked his punch, drove my shoulder into his ribs, and slammed him into a metal shelf. He hit back, caught me in the ribs hard, but I twisted, flipped him, and finished it with one good stomp. Then came the twitchy one with a wrench, caught me across the temple. Blood ran, pain flared, but I didn't stop. Tackled him into the fridge. Glass shattered. He landed 1 or 2 more blows, but I used his own momentum, sent him head first into the counter. Down he went. Blondie tried to get back up with a tire iron, but by then I was done playing. We fought. Dirty, close, real. I disarmed him, wrapped him in a chokehold, and put him out. When the cops arrived, they found me behind the counter, bruised, bleeding, but still standing. That should have been the end, but it wasn't. Next morning, I came in early, unlocked the side door, and saw it on the wall in dripping paint. "We coming for you, Tasha." Big black letters, a noose drawn underneath in red, like they wanted to send a message. And they did, just not the one they thought. I didn't run. I didn't cry. I upgraded the cameras, rewired the alarms, set up motion lights, and ran drills in the back lot like I was back overseas. My ribs were still busted up, my face still swollen, but I trained through it. Every day. Because I knew they were planning something bigger, and I wasn't about to be caught sitting down. One night, past 2 a.m., 2 trucks rolled up, headlights off again. 6 of them this time. Hoods on, gloves tight, carrying pipes, cutters, crowbars, and leading them, same guy, Jace Monroe. Blonde, smug, and now officially unhinged. I waited until they stepped into my trap. Lights snapped on, flooding the lot. Their eyes went wide. Some froze. Some ran. I didn't. I hit the first guy low and fast. Knee, baton to the ribs, dropped him. Second one tried to swing. I slammed him into a truck, elbow to the jaw, down. Third came with a chain. I took him to the gravel, locked him cold. The fourth saw what was happening and ran like hell. Fifth raised a pistol, not at me, but in the air, like a signal. He bolted too. I let him go. I was focused on one person. Jace. He led me on a chase to the rooftop of a nearby warehouse. He wanted a showdown, and I gave him one. It was a blur of fists, blood, and grit. He stabbed me with a piece of rusted metal, tore through the ribs I hadn't let heal. I nearly lost the fight, but I kept pushing. We rolled across that rooftop like animals, but I outlasted him. Pinned him, hit him hard, and when he went limp beneath me, I didn't finish him off. I picked up my phone, turned the camera on, and recorded the aftermath. This is Tasha Daniels. 6 men attacked my aunt's station tonight. 4 are down. 1 escaped. 1's with me on the roof. I need backup. That video? It went viral before the paramedics even showed. And once the security footage came out, the whole town had an opinion. Some called me a hero. Others said I went too far. But I knew the truth. If I hadn't fought back, I wouldn't be here to hear any of it. And then came the twist. Turns out those men, they weren't just some bored locals. They had ties to private contractors, ex-security firms, some with records that mysteriously vanished after every arrest. One had worked overseas. Another had connections to militia groups. Someone had trained them, and someone had been covering their tracks. This wasn't personal. This was a test, and I was the variable they didn't account for. But I want to ask you something. What if I hadn't been trained? What if I'd just been someone working a late shift trying to pay the bills? Would anyone believe me? Would the system have helped me before it was too late? Tell me in the comments, was I right to fight back the way I did? Or do you think I crossed a line? Because me? I wasn't trying to be a hero. I was just trying to stay alive.